Hi, my love. This is going to be your 3-question fall themed reading. For your 3 questions, I have them written here off to the side. So I'm going to be reading with the Trigger Tarot. I'm also going to be pulling from Madame Endora's fortune cards. And I'll probably be pulling from a second tarot deck. So I'll be using the Bohemian Gothic. So let me just make sure I have both decks out and ready. So the way that these readings go is I just pull cards intuitively. There's no set spread that I use. I look at the question that you asked and I just pull cards and we focus a little bit of time for each question. This will be a lengthy reading, so go ahead and get yourself comfortable. You can pause the video at any moment. I do recommend that you take notes in your reading so that you can kind of have an idea of what was being said, like what messages come through, and then you can also go ahead and resort back to, you know, certain things later on. So I do recommend taking some notes. Okay. So for the first question, we're going to be focusing on the love life. There was a recent breakup, but you were having a hard time letting this person go. What do I see for your future? So we're going to be pulling on the energy of this situation. The recent breakup. You're having a hard time letting it go. What do the cards reveal for the future? Now also keep in mind, things are subject to change based on your present actions. So when I do future readings or anything that comes up in pertaining the future, it's not always set in stone. So just because the cards reveal one thing doesn't mean it's going to happen completely. Use the future types of readings as guidance, okay? And then also just a disclaimer ahead of time, I am babysitting 3 dogs, so they're currently outside, but if you hear barking, I apologize. That's kind of something out of my control. All right, so I'm gonna be pulling cards to show the current energy of the situation at hand. So you have the Page of Wands, we have the 7 of Pentacles, and we have the 10 of Swords. So the energy we're revolving around this breakup, this situation, at the core, at the core is the 7 of Pentacles, which is usually a card of boredom. It's a card of reflecting on what you have going on at the present moment. It is a card of wanting to change, wanting something different, waiting for that the next big thing, okay? It's kind of like you're in a pause right now. There's not a lot of movement happening. I just saw, okay, so Siren came out and so did Serendipity. I just want to make sure I'm not going to like bend over right now and pick those cards up. I'll pick them up after. And so I feel like right now you're in a pause when it comes to the love life. You don't really know what way you want to take this. You don't know quite what direction you want to go. You're just kind of sitting in the energy. You're getting used to the idea, the feeling of being without this person. What came behind is the Page of Wands. So I feel like it's what happened with this relationship is that things fizzled out. The physical connection that you two shared together, it kind of fizzled out. It's almost like, you know, the flame that lit you guys, that was lit for you guys being together. It was exciting at one point, but now you're kind of in a direction. You're facing a situation where it just wasn't exciting anymore. It just, whoa, okay. Sorry. My poor little tripod. Sorry, my love. Actually, while we're at it, so that this isn't like filming me bending over. Pick up those cards. Okay. Sorry about that. Hopefully Hopefully this will stay. I have a different setup because I'm not in my own house. So it's a little awkward for me. I'm not used to the round table. I usually have a square table. Okay. Those are the cards I pulled off the floor. So, like I said, the physicality, that kind of stuff sort of fizzled out. It wasn't something that just, it wasn't fulfilling you anymore. You guys kind of outgrew each other, I see. It's also a page energy, and page energy with the relationship tells me very immature, okay? Inexperience, immaturity, not a lot of understandings, okay? It's also hot-headedness because it's a wand suit. Wands is fire energy. So I just feel like, you know, hot-headedness, stubbornness, that kind of thing. You guys probably had crazy petty arguments, that sort of thing. Then we have a 10 of Swords that's going into the future. This is like, to me, 10 of Swords is like backstabbing. It's like betrayal, okay? So the way that this relationship ended, one of you is left feeling that way, feeling betrayed, feeling like a little bit backstabbed. Perhaps it was a literal sense. Maybe there was a bit of, you know, like untruthfulness happening, that kind of thing. I also feel like this card is making me feel like there was a lot of like that term, putting your eggs all in one basket. I feel like that's what happened with this relationship, is that you put all of your energy invested into this relationship, and once it was over, it was kind of like you were left with picking up the pieces. And when you invest all of yourself into a situation and then it's no longer a part of your life, that would be very hard to pick up the pieces and move on. So I could see why you were kind of feeling a little bit out of sorts, because you did invest a lot of yourself in this. The Mystic Circle, your abilities will be enhanced. The Talisman, you are destined to succeed. And then the Queen, love and prosperity. Your Oracle cards are really showing really good things are going to be happening. We have a lot of circular energy, which is a cycle to me. So I really feel like this is just the tipping point. This is the point where, you know, the worst has happened. You're picking up pieces. You're in a pause moment because you have to reflect. But eventually, once this cycle starts to roll again, once you start to see movement take place, you're going to see really good things take place and happen. So you do have a very promising future when it comes to the love. Now, the other cards that fell out on the floor, let's see what those were. Maybe these were like warning signs. So we have the Siren, a temptation may lead you astray. So right now what I'm seeing is, now that you're freshly out of the relationship and whatnot, you're pretty much, your eyes are wide open, right? Your eyes are wide open. Your heart may not necessarily be completely open to possibilities right now, but it's there. So the fact that this is saying temptation may lead you astray is kind of revealing that there may be a tempting person trying to get your interest, trying to get your attention, that kind of thing, and it's veering you off the path. So if there is a specific path, purpose that you want to live, that you want to succeed in, that you want to try a new path away from maybe the path that you were headed with this relationship, I urge you to try to stay focused with that. I wish they weren't barking. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Next we have serendipity. The bright new prospects are on the horizon. So that's kind of like the same thing that I'm seeing with the cycle. It's just revealing that there is good things coming. So good things coming to you. Not everything is going to be lost. And then we have the wolf, beware who you trust. So again, like I said, there was something unfortunate that took place causing this relationship to fall apart. I feel like your trust was definitely tampered with, okay? And you may find yourself having difficulties trusting people all over again. So I do see kind of this wolf energy as a warning. Your guides are kind of warning you. Be careful who you trust. Be careful who you allow your heart to open up to. Maybe you're a bit more I don't want to say naive, but you kind of have that energy to you where you could be a little bit naive with love, where you're a little bit too trusting of people. So I don't want to tell you to put your guard up, because I feel like it's kind of even though we put our walls up to protect ourselves, sometimes that acts as a negative. So what I will say is just be aware, okay? Be aware of the certain people in your life, love interest or potential love interest, and, you know, be aware of that, and just understand that, not everybody has your best interest in mind, but also not everybody is going to be a crappy person based on the past experience. So, oh my gosh, what are they doing? Hang on, my love. I'm going to go ahead and pause this video so I can see what is going on with my dogs. Sorry. So the dogs are in the house. If they start barking, I can't control it. I'm going to try to get through this reading. Okay, so I really want to pull cards to show like the question that you had initially asked about the situation is like what is coming up in the future. So let's pull some cards to kind of reveal what is to come. What is the possibility of what's to come? The Knight of Cups, we have adjustment, and we have the Ace of Wands. I love it. So the Knight of Cups is definitely revealing love on the horizon. Knights of Cups are people with sensitive energies. These are people with more understanding energies. These are lovers. These are more sensitive people, more watery energy. So it's a very different vibration from the Page of Wands, which is what we pulled when we were pulling on what happened with the ex. So I do see that there is going to be another love interest coming into your life. The Adjustment card is also popping up, which is actually telling you that you need to kind of learn to adjust yourself. Prepare yourself for love. Prepare yourself for a whole new experience in love. We don't want you making the same mistakes, the same choices and whatnot to lead to another experience similar. I mean, it won't be exactly the same, but if you never learn from previous mistakes and you don't change and you don't evolve and grow, I feel like that kind of just, you're setting yourself up for the same kind of experiences. So we want to kind of get you away from that. So that's what the cards are showing is adjustment. There needs to be an adjustment in your attitude, an adjustment in yourself. Because obviously we cannot control other people, but we can control ourselves. And then we have the Ace of Wands, which aces are new beginnings. So that's why I'm saying I see a new beginning with a possible love connection of romance. But also it's fiery energy and it's an Ace of Wands, which to me is like there's a lot of sexual chemistry with this new person. When will it happen? The cards are showing an 8 with the adjustment. So this could be 8 months from now. This could be August next year. This could be 8 weeks. I mean, it just depends on what happens. I don't really like to say, okay, by this time, this is what's going to take place. But I will say perhaps by the summer season next year. We have Minstrel, let your intentions be known. The key, locked doors can now be open and winds of change. Your surroundings will undergo transition. So definitely seeing in the future there will be major change happening in your relationship. New doors will be unlocked. You're going to have new possibilities. So there's going to be new experiences, new people, new possibilities that you haven't experienced yet are going to be happening to you in the near future. Really exciting. The Minstrel, let your intentions be known. I feel like this is definitely telling you that you need to make sure that you set your intentions when it comes to love, that you are letting this person know, any person that you're potentially dating, but that you're very open about what it is that you're looking for in love and what it is that you're looking for in a relationship. Because if you're not looking for anything major serious right now, you want to make sure that you're relaying that so you're not wasting anyone's time and they are not wasting yours, okay? So definitely see really positive changes coming up in your future. I do see love on the horizon for you. It's really exciting stuff. You just have to tweak a little bit of things and, you know, switch or adjust your attitude to love and, you know, be open to new things. So let's start on the next question. So number 2, you're studying for your master's. What does the future hold? So we're going to look at the energy of this master's degree, the future. What does it hold? That's really interesting. So the art card came up. I don't know. Are you an art major? If you are, that would be very wild, because that's like a very literal, literal message there. This could also be entailing a creative future. Okay. A future where, these ones will come out. A creative future where maybe you are going to be kind of, creating from the ground up, you know, your future. Not necessarily like it's going to be a little bit out of the typical. So I see the Ace of Swords, we have the 8 of Pentacles, and we have Eon, or number 20, which is, I believe this is Judgment card. So what I'm seeing is when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your master's degree and whatnot, you're just getting cards flying out everywhere. There are new beginnings with that Ace of Swords. The 8 of Pentacles is saying you really got to keep building your way up to this, though. So a lot of studying, a lot of doing your work. It's going to be a path that you're going to have to put in a lot of work, okay? A lot of work, a lot of dedication, that kind of thing. And then we have the Judgment card, which the Judgment card, to me, the Eon, I think that's how you say it. It's like you're going to be receiving messages. I say receiving messages because that's my realm. Like, that's how I work. But I feel like you're going to be, if you're asking questions on what is my life purpose, what am I supposed to be doing, trusting the signs that you receive as like, oh, this is destiny. Okay. So I feel like you're going to kind of start landing into that kind of an energy where you're just going to feel within yourself that, oh, I'm supposed to do this, or this is the path I'm supposed to take when it's in regards to my master's degree. We have Page of Swords, the Chariot, and the King of Pentacles. So I definitely see it will be a fruitful future. You know, the King of Pentacles is usually like being on top of everything, your finances, that kind of thing. The Chariot indicates to me some kind of travel. Okay, so I don't know if you want to do traveling abroad or if you want to, you know, literally travel. This could be a card of moving, relocating for work and whatnot. So that is another possibility. If relocating for work is something that you want to do, I would say, you know, be open to that possibility. That will open many more new horizons and new possibilities for you. So I do see that. The other thing I see with the Page of Swords is it's definitely still in student realm. Hey, stop it. So, definitely in like a student mindset. Pages are learners. So be open to learning and fueling yourself with knowledge, filling yourself with knowledge. Sword suit is the mind. So, you know, just keep focused on your studies so that you finish and that you know, obviously you obtain that master's degree, because with that will come opportunities. What are you growling at? Stop it. I don't know what he's growling at. Like, I don't know, there's nobody outside. Okay, let's see. Water. So emotions are at their peak with the Water card. So definitely you're following your heart when it comes to your passion, when it comes to the master's degree, because to me the emotions is touching on the heart chakra. That's what the water energy. So you're definitely on the right track. You're where you're supposed to be. And I feel like as long as you continue to follow your heart and make choices based on what your heart desires, you're going to be okay. I don't see anything negative in your cards. In fact, I see exciting things to come. But it's kind of like your cards are saying, to still stick with the studies, finish, get your master's degree, and then you're going to kind of start seeing opportunities open up. That art card, like I said, I don't know if what you're majoring in and whatnot, you didn't specify, but I could just take that literal, like an art major, or we could take this as like being creative with your life, being creative with your future. You're not following a set plan, you're kind of just floating through and maybe your future is just different. The way you live your life is just different than the way maybe your friends and your classmates are doing theirs. You're not really following a designated like plan, you know what I mean? You're just kind of free balling it, if I would so to speak. So yeah, really good cards. I know I don't want to, I kind of want them to stay all in one direction. All right. I seriously apologize again for my dog. He's being very bad. All right. Let's see if anything else comes up for this. I feel like I kind of whizzed by that question real fast. Four of Cups. Yeah, so Four of Cups can show maybe you have the tendency in the Page of Swords. Maybe you have the tendency to procrastinate, okay? Like procrastinate and not take initiative in your studies, not take initiative in your opportunities that may be coming towards you. Maybe you overthink a lot of things and you're overthinking the future, like what you what you want to have happen and whatnot. You overthink it too much to the point that you're just like, maybe you technically sometimes become unmotivated or you lose interest with the path, and that's kind of why maybe you're asking that, because you want to make sure that you're doing exactly what you need to be doing. So take that as a validation that you just have to stay focused. That Four of Cups energy can definitely reveal burnout. It can reveal procrastinating, not taking initiative. So if you do have those tendencies and you find yourself being like overwhelmed with that kind of energy, you gotta switch it up. You got to switch something up to kind of make it exciting for you. The Knight, triumph over adversity. So definitely I feel like that's kind of saying you may become a bit unmotivated or procrastinating from time to time. You might hit burnout. You may question if this is what you want to do, but no matter what, there's going to be success in this path. So just hang in there, my love. You're going to be just fine. And then your third question, just looking for guidance. What does Spirit have to say? So let's pull some oracle cards. So we'll pull some oracle cards and then I'll pull tarot cards for your personal energy right now. Golem and love. A close friend acts on your behalf, and then love, true love and fidelity. And then we have the Spirit, unseen forces watch over you. So Spirit definitely wants you to know that they have your back, that they're there for you, that they are there to guide you, to help you through any situation, okay? The love card is revealing to me different things. One, that they support you, they love you, and they're here to help you. But also I feel the love card is revealing that in your energy, there's love on the horizon. So I feel like maybe you just needed to hear something like that. Maybe you feel like all hope is lost, that kind of thing. It's not. There is going to be new love coming to you. You just need to be a little bit more patient. We have the Fool, ooh, and we have the Eight of Wands. I love it. So definitely see with your current energy that you're anxious. The Golem card, by the way, a close friend acts on your behalf. So there could be somebody around you that's going to be taking place as a support system for you. There could be someone who may be sticking up for you in the near future. Allow your inner circle, your friends, family, whoever, your support system to be there for you. Allow them to sometimes take over when you're just exhausted, you know? Sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need to just step back and let someone else deal with the stuff, Okay, so I feel like you needed also to hear that too. The Fool with the Eight of Wands definitely shows an energy of you very eager, very eager for change, to get the ball rolling, very eager to take action. You want to see movement take place in your life. Like I said, I feel like you're going through a time right now of a pause. And these pauses are very temporary. They're not going to be forever. And you just have to roll with it. It's one of those things where you're going to start seeing the ball shift. Like I said, I saw that the circles in your cards, and so I feel like it's a cycle, and just right now you're kind of just in an off cycle. We have Five of Swords, we have the Sun, and we have the Six of Wands. Don't fight yourself. Five of Swords is such a competitive card. Don't size yourself up to other people. Don't fight yourself. Don't argue with yourself. And don't fight with like literally the divine timing of things. The Sun coming in between fighting with yourself and the Six of Wands, which is success, tells me that you're just you're hard on yourself. You're hard on yourself. You block a lot of your own personal happiness because you overthink, or you just get to this time of your life where you're just so zoned in on whatever it is that you're currently obsessed with, and it just takes the joy out of things. So I feel like that's another reminder that Spirit wants you to know, is just stop fighting with yourself, stop comparing yourself, stop sizing yourself up to other people, and stop limiting your successes. Don't downplay your successes either. You earned it, kind of thing, especially with that master's degree. You've worked so hard for that. You know, allow yourself to take those compliments of congratulations and you're doing an amazing job and all that stuff. Allow yourself to embrace that because you worked hard for it. You know what I mean? Let's pull one final card. We have the Ace of Wands. I love it. So to end your reading with an Ace of Wands, and it's the second time this card came up, just to me shows there's new beginnings on the horizon, new stuff, new experiences, new opportunities are coming soon to you. You just need to be willing to take it, and be open to it, which I know you are, but also be patient to see that happen. Try not to rush it, that kind of thing. Go with the flow. When it's meant to happen, when it's going to happen, it will happen, but it's just in divine timing. But you do have amazing things coming your way, coming to you. It's just, you kind of got to get through this little weird pause patch kind of place. So my love, this concludes your 3-question fall theme reading. I apologize that the video had to be put in 2 parts, but like I said, the dogs are crazy. I'm going to try to merge both videos together and see if that works, and then maybe I don't have to film, or I don't have to upload 2 separate videos. So however this reading gets to you, I do apologize for the disruptions with the animals. But hopefully the message still got across to you. If you have any questions or if you would like to give me feedback, please send me an email. And anyone, if you guys are watching this reading, it is available in my shop. The fall theme readings will be gone as far as November 1st comes around. I will probably keep up maybe like the fall themed, but other than that, all of my like spooky theme readings, the Halloweeny ones, those will be going away the 1st of November. So you have until the end of October to book your sessions. Please click the links below. Check out the website for more information. Talk to you later. Bye, my loves.